them way with her. 10 insects, cause them are a human being. You can't classify them as human being. 10 insects do this to this child. And they still walk around. Day come, night come, still a walk around. Why? Why? Why them still a walk around? 10 of them have them way with this young girl from 2014. And today is January the 13th, 2026. And these people who did this to this young girl, them still in a Jamaica walk around to do it to more other people picnic. Listen, when I hear it the time, it was very sickening. I to hear it and know say it's them still at large. It's more sickening to me.
Something bad happened to this girl in Jamaica. Let's take a look at the case. What happened to her? Good night, ladies, and good night, gentlemen, and welcome on another episode of Monday Mysteries. And tonight we'll be taking a look at the case of Yatanya Francis. Now, Yatanya Francis was a brilliant young girl. She was 14 years old at the time of her death, and she went to the Kingston Technical High School. Now, her mother said that she wanted to become an entrepreneur and travel the world. Yatanya had her entire future ahead of her. But in 2018, all of that would have changed. Now, the time is August the 23rd, 2018. Yatanya Francis leaves her house to simply get food, but she never returns home. Now, what happened after she went missing is very sickening. Yatanya was raped, burnt, and stabbed. Now, her remains were found on August the 24th, 2018. Yes, the very next day. And there were some reports that even said that Yatanya was heard to be screaming out "grape," but nobody came to help her. This case is still unsolved to this day. No arrests have been made for the murder of Yatanya Francis. Deepest condolences to the family.
Somebody in the comment section asking me what happened. Please, kindly listen to the clip. I'm playing the clip of what happened to the young lady. Because it grieved me to hear the young lady call out for rape and nobody to her rescue. Because when you live in a Garrison community, you have the same as you have a see and blind, ear and deaf. So everybody know who do it to the little girl down there. But nobody can open their mouth. Nobody can say nothing. The insect them up when them live in a certain garrison. Them have the bucket of some of the politicians. The tricks. It is a sad day in Jamaica. It really is a sad damn day in Jamaica. Where corruption is the order in Jamaica. So that mother of a moon her daughter, she probably see the criminals them a walk day and night. We do this to her daughter. Because if she dare for open her mouth, the same people where she trusts as police go back and tell the criminal done them. and put probably she and the rest of family member in a danger. It is sad, Jamaica. It is sad. That's why so many crimes not solved in a Jamaica. Corruption at its highest. Look on Jaden crime. And nobody no want to look on it, guys. This girl, 14-year-old child, 10 insect, force them way upon her. After them force themselves upon her, them stab her, them burn her. She fight for her life, she cry out. Nobody could have helped her. Nobody. Nobody helped her in the neighborhood. No police. No police help her neither now. It's been from August the 4th, 2018. And we don't know January the 30th, 2026. And no justice has come for this little whatever her name, Francis. No justice have been served until today for this young girl. But let her leave it there, so. Wanna listen. I have to come off of this. But listen.
Something bad happened to this girl in Jamaica. Let's take a look at the case. What happened to her? Good night, ladies, and good night, gentlemen, and welcome on another episode of Monday Mysteries. And tonight we'll be taking a look at the case of Yatanya Francis. Now, Yatanya Francis was a brilliant young girl. She was 14 years old at the time of her death, and she went to the Kingston Technical High School. Now, her mother said that she wanted to become an entrepreneur and travel the world. Yatanya had her entire future ahead of her. But in 2018, all of that would have changed. Now, the time is August the 23rd, 2018. Yatanya Francis leaves her house to simply get food, but she never returns home. Now, what happened after she went missing is very sickening. Yatanya was raped, burnt, and stabbed. Now, her remains were found on August the 24th, 2018, yes, the very next day. And there were some reports that even said that Yatanya was heard to be screaming out "grape," but nobody came to help her. This case is still unsolved to this day. No arrests have been made for the murder of Yatanya Francis. Deepest condolences to the family.
So uno sit down and everybody hear this child ball out for grape. Uno have the nerves for someone to hear her a ball out for grape. You better uno did shut in the mouth. But you see, God, there's a God that sit high, and there's a God that sit low. You see, if I was a mother, I would have moved the hell away from that place. I could not even stay there a minute. Because everybody around me right there so is enemy. I could have never stayed there another day. If I have to go one next place to sleep on ground, I would have left there, left about there. And this is what Wanna want happen again to Jaden case. No justice for the poor. No justice out there for the poor. Because here this young girl get grip. Them burn her. People claim them hear her a cry out. So people around the neighborhood know who exactly do this. And nobody. She just gone. Gone in the wind. One more we pitting them. And no justice. How many years? And it just going to another cold case. Just gonna make file. The police they might know all of who do it. Some of the police them know who do it. You understand? Some of them know who do it. And some of them take buyout. Some of them take buyout. Because you have some licky police too. Some of them might know exactly how to do it. But some of them in a damn pocket. If you go and tell them how to do it, you might end up in a body bag. Because some of them in a damn pocket. This is how corruption is. The one for protect you. And them are sometimes the criminals. You don't know who to trust right now. It is so heartbreaking. It is so heartbreaking. For no say, you can't even trust the police. So heartbreaking. I'm going to play it one more time because people keep on asking me about it. If you even play it 100 times and I'm over here, it's like, when I still ask if she missing, if she this, if she that. I wonder sometimes when there are some people who for the evil. Because no matter how the ear to play what happened to the child. Hear it here.
And welcome on another episode of Monday Mysteries. And tonight we'll be taking a look at the case of Yetania Francis. Now, Yetania Francis was a brilliant young girl. She was 14 years old at the time of her death, and she went to the Kingston Technical High School. Now, her mother said that she wanted to become an entrepreneur and travel the world. Yetania had her entire future ahead of her. But in 2018, all of that would have changed. Now, the time is August the 23rd, 2018. Yetania Francis leaves her house to simply get food, but she never returns home. Now, what happened after she went missing is very sickening. Yetania was raped, burnt, and stabbed. Now, her remains were found on August the 24th, 2018, yes, the very next day. And there were some reports that even said that Yetania was heard to be screaming out "grape," but nobody came to help her. This case is still unsolved to this day. No arrests have been made for the murder of Yetania Francis. Deepest condolences to the family. With that said, good night.
Guys, whoever never hear, on the ear now. This little girl, a promising little girl, love playing netball. She go to St. Andrew Technical High School. This happened to her August the 23rd, 2018. She'll go buy food in her neighborhood. Our neighborhood where she live, not her next neighborhood. 10 of the dog shit them. Sit down and watch this little girl. Catch the little girl. Grab her. Carry her in one of the abandoned building next to where she live. Them have her them way with her. 10 of them. She scream out. She make noise. The neighbor them say them here, but nobody to look out. Them stab her. After them stab her, them burn her. Burn her. The next day, her mother look for her the night. But the morning now, them go and look. She the right west there to the where the mother ever live. 10 of them have them way with her. 10. The neighborhood where she live. The same neighborhood where she grew up in her. The same people who know her. Them do this to her. 10 of them have them way with her. 10. 10 insects have them way with this child. After them done do what them for do with her. It's been how many years and still no arrest. Them out there walk the streets same way. Same way. Same way them a walk the street of Jamaica. Same way. For go again for do it to another people picnic. No arrest has been made. If say them live right, she live right there so. And a right there it happen. Listen. It would have been that hard to arrest them. But everybody know corruption in a Jamaica. Who can smell? But we have to show the world what going down there. Corruption at its finest. Because they must hear who do it. Because probably whisper around the place. And might reach the police. But who is there for the people, the poor people? Who is there? Same like Jaden case, them want close it. Who is there for poor people? Who is there? The mother smell the body and never know say I own a daughter. Right round the community, right next to where the mother live. All of this happen. Probably the same boy them will do it too. And people who see you up on the road and say, mother beg you $20, no? Mother beg, and you give them too. And you give them, because sometimes the same people them who come around and say, mother, I'm hungry now, give me a thing now, a 20 or so. And you will give them. And them same people that turn around and do evil things to you. Them same one there. You understand? The same one sometimes you feed. And them same one come to them things that to your picnic. But who be unto them, see man? Who be unto Uno? Uno days are numbered. All of it days are numbered. All of it. But for Uno, I tell Uno. It's just young girl just gone, so. Gone, so. One nice, pretty young girl. They look how insect them. When they live in a certain Garrison place. Having a nice, pretty daughter. Look how dark shit them. Just in there. And your nice daughter would have never even look upon something like that. God, that is not even something for look upon. all some of them insect there. And them take the woman nice daughter and go do this to her. And I'll know, none of them not get arrested. I'll know. Probably them in the gunman pocket, the police them. Them same damn police, yeah. Probably in the gunman pocket. Guys, it's really, when you look on it, when you listen to it,
tonight we'll be taking a look at the case of Yetania Francis. Now, Yetania Francis was a brilliant young girl. She was 14 years old at the time of her death, and she went to the Kingston Technical High School. Now, her mother said that she wanted to become an entrepreneur and travel the world.
Me too,
Yetania had her entire future ahead of her. But in 2018, all of that would have changed. Now, the time is August the 23rd, 2018. Yetania Francis leaves her house to simply get food, but she never returns home. Now, what happened after she went missing is very sickening. Yetania was raped, burnt, and stabbed. Now, her remains were found on August the 24th, 2018, yes, the very next day. And there were some reports that even said that Yetania was heard to be screaming up.
Yetania Francis. So I'm coming like me dig up some ants nest. Where this demons come over here, I put in 1,000 and 100. But dig up some demons. But dig up some demons. Only no one year we're going to Jamaica. This happened from 2018. And we still cannot get justice for Tayana Francis or Tanania Francis, something like that. Me can't pronounce them name, you know. You understand? We still cannot get justice for her. Meanwhile, the perpetrator them walk up and down same way in the neighborhood. For go do something like this to another child. 14-year-old shouldn't live no life. But these monsters, these dog crap, them plan and take the little girl. Them carry her. 10 of them have them way with her. After them done have them way with her, them stab her. After them stab her, them burn her. The mother all smell the burn and never know. Say her own a pitney. Them a burn. Right round the neighborhood where she live, this happen. Right round the neighborhood where she live, this happen. And justice does serve. This little girl not only cry out, she cries to fight them back and she cry out. People hear her cry. But some of them are probably them pitney. We do this to her. Some of them mama there know say them son do this to her. But no, them cover it up. Probably the police them here too. You keep on asking me what happened. You ask about 3-4 times and I play it. So it's like say something wrong with Uno. I played 2 times already and make you hear what happened. And still ask me what happened. I make sure look on your name and I see say you keep on ask me what happened. Go and ask the criminal what them do with her. Because it's coming like it's a joke thing to some people. When things happen to people, people will come over here like it's a joke thing. This is not a joke thing. This is a serious thing. Until now, this child has not get justice. This perpetrator is out there walking. Still be done. Still around place. After them violate a child. In the same neighborhood where them live. If them can do something like this in the neighborhood where them live, imagine the amount of things them a do. Them not say them go out on the other road. Them do it right in the neighborhood. Them burn her right where man are there. Because them better than bad. And them get to with it. With a 2026. And this happened 2018. This young girl got St. Andrew Technical High School. And them do this to this child. And get where with it.
And welcome on that happened to this girl in Jamaica. Let's take a look at the case. What happened to her? Good night, ladies, and good night, gentlemen, and welcome on another episode of Monday Mysteries. And tonight we'll be taking a look at the case of Yatanya Francis. Now, Yatanya Francis was a brilliant young girl. She was 14 years old at the time of her death, and she went to the Kingston Technical High School. Now, her mother said that she wanted to become an entrepreneur and travel the world. Yatanya had her entire future ahead of her. But in 2018, all of that would have changed. Now, the time is August the 23rd, 2018. Yatanya Francis leaves her house to simply get food, but she never returns home. Now, what happened after she went missing is very sickening. Yatanya was raped, burnt, and stabbed. Now, her remains were found on August the 24th, 2018, yes, the very next day. And there were some reports that even said that Yatanya was heard to be screaming out "grape," but nobody came to help her. This case is still unsolved to this day. No arrests have been made for the murder of Yatanya Francis.
Police them. The Annette Guard also got police. May I ask you to open back this case, yeah. May I beg you to open up this case, yeah. Let's find them criminals and lock them up. May I ask you tonight, do the job for this young girl. What happened to her never should have happened to her. These people should have already scraped up and been a prison. May I ask the Jamaica authorities to look back in at this case, yeah, and get these criminal elements who do this to this young girl, lock them ass up and throw away the key. Wickedness! 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 Lock them up! 7 years after, they're too late to get them off the road. Lock them up! Who I can go, sir? The woman nice, clean, pretty gun a shop. In the neighborhood where she grew up in her. Wanna do something like that right next to the mother house. Wanna burn her. Wanna stab her. Wanna have on the way with her. The mother smell the smell. And they even know say her pitney wanna do so. And then wanna deep on the street. May I ask you to get back to that case, yeah. And lock up every single one of them demons, yeah. This can't keep going, sir. This case should have never closed. Because the people who do this is right next to where the mother live. This case should have arrested a long time ago. This case just closed. Boom. This is what going on in Jamaica. When you're poor is a damn crime. This child go shop, go buy something to eat and never return back. And wait happen to her. Guys, and I like it happen out at the scheme where she live. It happened like 2 hours from where her mother live. So people who know the mother, who probably knew from the mother, who probably begged the mother money, and a damn same one turn around and do this to this child. And the case locked. 7 years after, the criminal them still roam the streets of Jamaica. Why send to report crime to the police? Why send to report crime to the police? If when the criminal element do these things, them still at large. What is sense? What is sense? Me I beg you to open back that case for that child here. That case should have closed because the people who do it live right round there, so. And them at large. And still I do more crime. Still I do it. Probably still I hurt people picnic. Same way. Me I ask you now for do the right by this child. She deserves justice. Case not just close when somebody do something like this to somebody. All 100 years case still open and people are work on it. To get criminal off of the road. How can we just close the case and the criminals are still at large? Justice. Justice for what she call her? Francis. Justice for her. Just like Jaden. Justice for her. Guys, one more time, we're going to play it again. Because I'm asking whoever is responsible for doing an Annette Garden, open up this case and let's get justice for this young lady. She deserves justice. 10 men of them were with her. 10 of them. And after the 10 men of them were with her, them unalive her by stabbing her. Then them burn her body. Her mother smell the smell and never know see her own baby girl. I burn. That's why I hear people talk about this Obia. Me not even listen to the Obia thing because if Obia did real, honey, me not put my hand in a dirty this in a bus shook for my daughter.
Jamaica. Let's take a look at the case. What happened to her? Good night, ladies, and good night, gentlemen, and welcome on another episode of Monday Mysteries. And tonight we'll be taking a look at the case of Yatanya Francis.
Yatanya.
Now, Yatanya Francis was a brilliant young girl. She was 14 years old at the time of her death, and she went to the Kingston Technical High School. Now, her mother said that she wanted to become an entrepreneur and travel the world. Yatanya had her entire future ahead of her. But in 2018, all of that would have changed. Now, the time is August the 23rd, 2018. Yatanya Francis leaves her house to simply get food, but she never returns home. Now, what happened after she went missing is very sickening. Yatanya was raped, burnt, and stabbed. Now, her remains were found on August the 24th, 2018. Yes, the very next day. And there were some reports that even said that Yatanya was heard to be screaming out Great, but nobody came to help her. This case is still unsolved to this day. No arrests have been made for the murder of Yatania Francis. Deepest condolences to the family. With that said, good night.
Here you have it. May I plead, may I ask you for open up this case your back for Yatana Francis. May I ask you, Mr. Police, may I ask you for let's find justice after 7 years for Yatana Francis. She deserves to get justice. 10 boys not supposed to just come on her, do what them want to do with her. And when them do what them have to do with her, them stab her. And after them stab her, them want to make sure she not here with us. Them set her afire. Them burn her. She is 14 years old. 14 years old. 10 man. 10 of them. Have them here with this child. After them done, them stab her. Them burn her. Them deal with the child like she's an animal. Yet still she another animal like them are the animal. And when them done burn her, then go around go drink them special and smoke them weed. And them still a walk round free. And this case is closed. 7 years and still no arrest. 7 years and still no arrest for Yatania Francis. No arrest. The mother alone feel the pain for her daughter. The mother alone feel the pain for that daughter. People who know who do this to her, everybody in silence. Because the boys them live right round the neighborhood. Everybody's scared. Because you already know how it's going at the Garrison. But I know it must reach one of the police ears who do it. And them deal with this little girl like nobody. 10 of them. 10 boy. Them stab her. Them have them way with her. When them done have them way, them burn her. Them burn her. Should they burn her like 2 houses away from her mother. Her mother smell the burn and think her garbage a burn. When her little baby, the dog them take away, the insect them take away, the animal them take away, the old reptile them take away, the old drunk them take away, the old nobody them take her away and deal with her in this manner like a cannibal. And no justice has been served. Over 7 years. No justice has been served. Over 7 years. no justice. I'm going to play it one more time. Because even when you're playing the clip, what happened to this child, you still have people in the comment section a type, what happened, what happened, what happened. And when you play it, you have to listen to what happened. Even when me play the clip, what happened, what happened, what happened,
We'll be taking a look, gentlemen, and welcome on another episode of Monday Mysteries. And tonight we'll be taking a look at the case of Yetania Francis. Now, Yetania Francis was a brilliant young girl. She was 14 years old at the time of her death, and she went to the Kingston Technical High School. Now, her mother said that she wanted to become an entrepreneur and travel the world. Yetania had her entire future ahead of her. But in 2018, all of that would have changed. Now, the time is August the 23rd, 2018. Yetania Francis leaves her house to simply get food, but she never returns home. Now, what happened after she went missing is very sickening. Yetania was raped, burnt, and stabbed. Now, her remains were found on August the 24th, 2018, yes, the very next day. And there were some reports that even said that Yetania was heard to be screaming out "grape," but nobody came to help her. This case is still unsolved to this day. No arrests have been made for the murder of Yetania Francis. Deepest condolences to the family. With that said, good night.
Guys, here you have it again. Here you have it again. Latanya only went to go buy food. Never known that the old dog and the old drunkard, the old reptile them, had a plan for her. She went to buy her food right round in the neighborhood. Her dad is your neighbor. Guys, it's really sad. It really just sad for those that hear it. It really sad. If you go over it, it's really sad for those that no justice to serve. We hear about this years ago. And honest to God, we swear to justice serve. As somebody sent it back to me, I tell me to talk about it tonight. As somebody sent it to me, with their work and them send it to me. And they must say, beg you talk about that case here for me tonight. As God live, everything said this little girl get justice. Years ago, we hear said it's 10 of them do this to her. Even one time we talk about it over here. Because when we not talk about it, we swear to God, justice has been served. For no say justice not served after 7 long years. It really break my heart for those say they see people, the old reptile them will do this to this baby. Still out there walk large. Still out there for God do it to somebody else Whitney. You understand? This is sad, Jamaica. It's very, very sad. Me think that them people you get locked up years ago. Because when it just come out, it hurt me and me hear about it. But when the people that said it to me, I tell me, say me, I beg you play it tonight. Somebody else said something again to me today. I can't look on it right now. I can't look on it. Maybe tomorrow when I'm there at work, I can't touch no more of this. I can't touch no more of this tonight. The reptile am a walk same place out there. After the 10 of them violate the child. After them done violate her, them stab her. Them burn her. 7 years after, the criminal them still a walk free in Jamaica. After 10 of them violate her, stab her, burn her to nothing. Them still a walk. Boy will live right near to her. Cause her mother smell when the burn, but take a garbage. Only did she know is her pity them a do that too. This boy know the mother. Probably a boy will beg all the mother money when them hungry. Cause I saw some of them steer. Then we come beg you when them hungry. And them have wicked intention for hurt your family. That's why some people, when them are dead for hungry, sometimes enough of us turn away from them. Because some of them have some wicked, dirty intention. Them live right in the neighborhood where the lady live. Right next to her. And 10 of the dogs shit them. Grape the woman pitney. Stab her and burn her. Enough of them we see as a mother. Walk one, beg your money for buy your drinks now. And you give them. That's how you don't even know so them have the hype on your daughter. Just like how them have them hype on the woman, nice, clean, pretty daughter. She go buy her food and never to come back. Never to come back. 7 years after. Still no justice for her. Well, me a beg on you out there. Please open that case your back. Let's get those criminals who do this to this child off of the road. Let's get them criminal here off of the road. 7 years and still can't find justice for this baby. People in the neighborhood hear her cry out.